Friends, in this session we will learn about sources of supply. The three main sources of supply in SAP MM are purchasing info records, contracts and scheduling agreements. Let me walk through a document here. The sources of supply overview. Here, if we see the overview, an info record contains data on a certain material and its vendor. It can contain data such as the vendor's current price for the material. The prices and other data stored in info record are used as default values in documents such as purchase orders. An outline agreement is a long-term arrangement between a purchasing organization and a vendor covering the supply of materials or the provision of services subject to certain conditions agreed between vendor and the ordering party. These apply for a predefined period and a predefined total purchase quantity or certain total purchase value. The two types of outline agreement are contracts and scheduling agreements. Next, purchasing info record. We can create a info record, certain data. uh, when, when we create an info record, certain data is pulled from the material and the vendor master record and inserted into the info record as default values. An info record can be generated automatically when a purchasing document is created or changed. The relevant data from the document in question is added to the info record as default values. For example, prices from a quotation or purchase order are adapted in the info record. An info record contains information such as the current prices and delivery costs for the responsible purchasing organization or plant, the number of the last purchase order if the info record is generated automatically from a purchase order, the number of the quotation if the info record has been generated automatically from a quotation, the purchase order price history, tolerance limits for over or under deliveries, the vendor's planned delivery time for the material, and vendor's evaluation data. And list display functions for info records enable the buyer to find out which materials a certain vendor has quoted for or supplied to date, with which vendors uh, can quote for or supply a certain material. An info record can apply to either all plants or just a single plant of a purchasing organization. So this is nothing but a reporting for info records in which we can display the info records for per material per vendor like that. Info records can be created manually by using transaction M11 and it can be changed by using transaction MB12 and displayed by MB13. This we know already. Conditions. What are the conditions? The conditions represent terms agreed with the vendors with respect to prices, discounts and surcharges, freight, costs and so on. Such conditions can be created in quotations, info records, outline agreements and purchase orders. We also have the option of creating general conditions at vendor level. For instance, the system then applies the conditions to determine the purchase price. We can enter further conditions manually in the PO itself. Either we can enter the conditions manually in the PO or get them from info records if you have maintained them. So create general conditions. We can create general conditions by using this menu path: logistics, material management, purchasing, master data, conditions, discounts, surcharges by vendor, by invoicing party, etc. I will show you this one. Let me go to SAP. Here, if you go to SAP, logistics, material management, purchasing, master data, conditions, then discount surcharges by vendor. If you want, we can create by vendor, by invoicing party. Okay, how to create? Just let me show by vendor. Put the purchase organization and vendor, execute. Then select the purchasing organization and click create. Here we can create the um, condition for the condition type RL01, which is the vendor discount. RL01 condition type. So for example, if the vendor gives us 8% discount, put here 8% is the discount, and you can save this one. Here I'm not going to, so I just showed you this one, how to create the conditions. Okay, and this condition we can use it we can use them in info record, and when creating the purchase order we can also use this discount condition. There are conditions that are valid for a certain period and conditions for which no definite validity period can be specified. The conditions in info records and contracts are always time dependent, okay, but the conditions in purchase orders are always time independent, because we know very well contract is having a validity period, as well as when we are creating info record, there also we can give the validity period and maintain the conditions for certain value, certain value of a period. But the conditions in purchase orders are always time independent, so they do not depend on time, because what happens in the purchase order is, if you create a purchase order and send it to vendor, he will deliver the material, and after he delivers the material we pay to the vendor, then the matter closes, and those conditions will not be valid after that. That is why they are time independent. In the case of scheduling agreements and quotation, the document type determines whether time-dependent or time-independent conditions can be created. We can set the time-dependent condition indicator in customizing for the document type to enable time-dependent conditions to be maintained in scheduling agreements and quotations. So, define time dependency in scheduling agreement and quotations. We can define that time dependency in the IMG path, material management, purchasing, RFQ quotation, define document type. This is for RFQ or quotation. For scheduling agreement, then IMG, material management, purchasing, scheduling agreement, define document types. So there we can select the time dependency indicator. So I will show you this one, how how this configuration has to be done. Let me take you to display IMG. So this this will be material management, purchasing, then RFQ quotation, define document type. Go to that one, define document type. Okay, here the document type AN is a standard RFQ document type which is used, okay, for creating a RFQ. Now if I scroll to the right here, there is a column called time dependency conditions check with check boxes. So if I select this one, then if I select this time dependency, then this RFQ and quotation we can maintain for certain validity period, and the conditions will be valid for that period. But in the standard system, this is not checked, so we will keep it as it is. But if the business process of a client wants the document type of the RFQ or quotation to have time dependency of conditions, then we can copy, we can create a Z document type for our RFQ quotation by copying from the standard document type PIN and then checking this time dependency indicator. Okay, for standard we will not do anything. Similarly, for the scheduling agreement also, we will see what is the setting there. If we go to the scheduling agreement, yeah, define document type, click here. Yeah, the standard document type is LP and LPA we are going to use. So if I scroll to the right, yeah, the time dependency has been selected, already selected in the standard recipe for both LP and LPA. That means the scheduling agreement are valid for certain period, and that is the conditions are depending on that period, that time actually. Time dependency conditions are already checked here. Okay. Now let me go to the document. Yeah. For time dependent conditions, we can define validity periods and scales. We can also specify a price range, upper or lower limit. If the system adopts these conditions in a purchase order and the condition is then changed in the PO, causing the price range to be exceeded or undercut, the system issues a warning message. For example, if we have specified a price range with some upper and lower limit in customizing, then when we are creating a PO, if the price of the PO exceeds that particular upper limit, then system will issue a error message. Okay, conditions can be specified in the document header or in the item details. Item conditions apply exclusively to the relevant item, whereas header conditions are valid for all the items of the document. Calculation schema is nothing but the pricing procedure. It constitutes a set of rules for determining the purchase price. It determines the price by taking into account the conditions applicable for that particular vendor and material for the purchase order. In the standard calculation schema, the elements of the purchase price, like gross price, net price, and effective price, are defined as follows. We should know these three price factors. The first one is gross price. What is gross price? The price without taking any other discount, any other conditions such as discounts, surcharges, or delivery costs into account is called the gross price. Net price. The price taking discounts and surcharges into account. Okay, that is the net price. Effective price. The net price less cash discount and including miscellaneous provisions, delivery costs, and non-deductible tax. Okay, so what is the net effective price? This is very important. It is the net price minus cash discount and including miscellaneous provisions, delivery costs, and non-deductible tax. The calculation schema or the pricing procedure groups together all condition types that exert an influence in determining the price. It defines the sequence in which the condition types are applied in the price calculation. Condition types are keys defined in customizing to control how the conditions are used. For example, in the standard system, condition type PB00 represents a quantity-dependent gross price. The condition type is also used to define the reference magnitude for scales. The scale can relate to the quantity, the item value, or the delivery cost, etc. So we will study this calculation schema or the pricing procedure in detail when we go to the pricing procedure topic later. So we should know what is this PB00 and PBXX. PB00 is a condition type used if price is determined automatically, and PBXX is a condition type used if price is determined manually. For example, when creating a PO, if we input the material price manually, then the condition type will be PBXX. And suppose if the system captures the price automatically from an info record, then the condition type will be PB00. Furthermore, the calculation schema defines the following: which subtotals are formed with which condition types are allowed in the document or info record, the sequence in which the condition types are applied in calculating the net price, which condition types are specified in the message to the vendor. So these details we will take up later when we take up the pricing procedure topic. So we can define new condition types here in this path and define pricing procedure in this path. So this is not required at this time. We will take it up when we go to the pricing procedure topic in detail. Default price in purchase order. We can store data such as current and future quotation conditions, discounts, surcharges, fixed costs, and so on in the info record so that we can adopt them in subsequently created POs. We can store the vendor's conditions directly in the info record. A purchasing info record can apply to either all plants or a single plant in a purchasing organization. If we create an info record for any particular material and purchasing organization, then this info record will be valid for all the plants of the purchasing organization. Suppose if we create an info record only for a particular plant, material, and purchasing organization, then this info record will be valid for that particular plant of the purchasing organization. An info record can exist at purchasing organization level or at plant level. If info record exists only at purchasing organization level, if we create a PO for a plant belonging to this purchasing organization, the data in this info record will be pulled as default data into a new purchase order. But if the info record is created for a specific plant and purchasing organization, this data will appear as the default data when we create a purchase order for this plant only. Info records can be created manually or automatically when a quotation, a PO, or an outline agreement is created. Purchase order data is automatically updated in the info record if the info update indicator has been set in the purchase order. For an info record referencing a material master record, we can specify the following per purchasing organization or plant. Whether only the info record purchase order text is to be displayed and printed in purchasing document. To do so, set the no material text indicator in the purchasing organization data of the info record, whether the info record PO text and the purchase order text from the material master record are to be displayed and printed in the purchasing documents. Both texts are displayed and printed if the no match text indicator is not set. I will show you this one. Let me go to SAP and for example, what is this one? See, when creating a info record, we have a field in the purchasing organization data one. We have a field called no match text here. If we select this one, what is going to happen? Then only the info record text PO text will be printed in the purchase order. What is that info record PO text? Here, if you go to this text here, okay, let me show you that one. Okay, just here. If we go to the text here, then here we can maintain some purchase order text here as we want here, as many lines as we want here. So whatever the text we maintain here in the text overview in the info record, that will be printed in the purchase order if we click that no match text, okay, box here in the purchasing organization data one. Okay, here if you select this one, only the purchase order text what we have maintained in the text overview from the info record will be printed in the purchase order. If we don't select this one, then both the text from the info record as well as the material master record will be printed in the purchase order. So suppose if we have not maintained anything here in the text in the info record, then only the text from the material master record will be printed in the purchase order if we do not select this one. Okay, that is the meaning. Info record for material group. So there are two types of info records. One is for the material and a vendor. Other is for a material group and a vendor. The system suggests info records for material groups as sources when we manually create a requisition item without a material master record. The system does not automatically take info records for material groups into account when we create a purchase order. However, we can choose and assign them in the item overview using the F4 search help for info records for material group on the relevant field. The order unit and the material group are taken into account as checking criteria. We will create one material group info record and create a PO for any text material without a material master record and see that is how does it capture the price and units, okay, in the info record. Now we will do an exercise here for the purchasing info record. In our enterprise, we use material specific and material group specific info records. We have been asked to create plant wide and purchasing organization wide info record for vendor 500045. The first task, what we need to do, create a purchasing group wide info record for material MAT 351135 and vendor 500045 at the level of purchasing organization 1111 with the following data. Planned delivery time 7 days. Make it as this. It is this. Purchasing group Z31. Standard quantity 20. Price is 25 rupees per piece. Okay. So we need to create an info record here. I will create an info record. Let us create the info record. I will go to this one. The transaction code is M11. We know very well. So I will go to info record M11. We can either go from this path, logistics, material management, purchasing, master data, info record, create M11. Okay, 500045. The material is MAT 351135. Purchase organization is 1111. Info category is standard. Of course, enter. So go to the purchase organization one data. What is the planned delivery time? 7 days. Purchasing group Z31. This is 7 days. Purchasing group Z31. Standard quantity is 20 and the price is 25 rupees per piece. Okay. Net price is 25 INR per piece. Okay. Enter. Save. So info record, purchasing info record 5300 ending with 7628 created. 7628. Just note down this info record number. Okay. Okay, we have created an info record for a material vendor for purchase organization 1111. Okay, next, create a info record task 2. We'll do this one. Create a info record for a material group. Our enterprise buys a variety of bulbs. Okay, we will take it as bulbs now. Bulbs from the same vendor. No material master records are to be created for the bulbs. Instead of fluorescent tube, we will take it as bulbs. Descriptive information is stored in purchasing organization specific info record for the material group 00303 with the following data. Okay, so what is the material group is 003. Okay, this is the data. Vendor is 500045, purchase organization 1111. Short text is bulbs LED, material group 003 bulbs, order unit is piece, short term is bulbs, planned delivery time 5 days, purchasing group Z31, standard quantity 5. Then we have to use scales here. The price is 75 rupees per piece, and above 10 pieces it is 65 rupees. So we need to create an info record for this material group bulbs. Okay, let me go to the transaction code, create an info record again, M11. So I am in the same transaction. Remove this one. Put the material, put the vendor 500045 and purchasing organization. Okay, let me again see purchasing organization, and don't put any material number here because this one we are going to create for a material group. Okay, without any material number, and of course we need to select the standard radio button, info category, enter. Now here you need to input that is some short text. We had to use some short text. What is the short text given here? Bulbs LED. Select this one, copy this, bulbs LED. Okay, now material group, we will select material group F4. So material group is 003 bulbs. Select this one and then enter. Okay, order unit. Order unit is given as piece. Order unit is piece, and short term, that is search term, is bulb given as bulbs. Short term bulbs. Okay. For info records for material group, short term is mandatory. We should enter. Okay, now enter. Now enter the other purchase organization data. Planned delivery time 5 days. Purchasing group is at 31. Then standard quantity 5. Standard quantity 5. What is the net price? Price 75 rupees per piece. 75 rupees per piece. 75. And here we need to use scales here. Scales means from 10 pieces upward onwards it is 65 rupees. So how do we enter that one? After you input this one, you go to the conditions here. Conditions. Here, whatever we just now entered, 75 will come here. Now you select this one and go to this scales. Click the scales. Scales here. So scale quantity it is asking from 10 pieces onwards. The price is 65. So here, what you need to do, you need to enter the from what quantity onwards, what is the price. Just you have to enter that one. From 10 pieces onwards, the price is 65. Right? 10 pieces onwards, upwards 65 rupees per piece. We entered it, enter, back. Okay, then again back. Now save. Okay, info record is created. Purchasing info record 5500 ending with 258 is created. 258. Just note down this info record number. Okay, this is created. Now second task is over. Third one is we will create a purchase order. Okay, for with two line items. One is the material which we just now created an info record mat 351135 here, and second line item is we will 20 pieces of bulbs LED bulbs LED 20 watt for plant 1111 assigned to some GL account and cost center. Okay, Since we know that an info record exists for the pens for the bulbs. Bulbs use the search help info record for material group to search for the suitable info record for the short term bulbs. Short term bulbs or for the material group 003 in the info record field of the item overview. Okay. Note price will come from the info record for the material group 003, that is or the material group for bulbs, and purchasing action 1111. Okay. Now we will create a purchase order. Okay, with these two line items. I will go to SAP. Let me go to SAP, and the transaction code to create a purchase order is ME21N. Put the transaction. Okay. Put what is the vendor here? 500045 545. Purchase organization is 1111 1111. Company code is also 1111. Purchasing group Z31. It will ask for purchasing group Z31, and in the item details, first we will enter this material mat 351135 in the line item number 10, 20 pieces. So mat 351135, 20 pieces are needed in plant 1111. Okay, delivery date 2 weeks from today. Delivery date 2 weeks from today. So today is 1st November. Okay, 2 weeks, 16 November. Okay, plant is 1111. Okay, 2 weeks. Okay, choose account assignment category K for cost center and assign the purchase order to some GL account. Okay, so it is asking to procure this material for some cost center. Account assignment K. Okay, enter. Okay, it will ask to enter the cost center. GL account. GL account is 400,000. Cost center is 1111. Okay, input that cost center 111. Okay, see now you can see the price is automatically captured from the info record. This 24 rupees. We had just now created an info record for this material and this vendor and purchasing organization 1111. So we had maintained price as 24 rupees. It has been captured from the info record. Okay, cost center we have entered. Just press enter. Yeah, our entries are fine. Okay, so now it is asking, must you enter the order price? Answer is no, price will come from the info record. Okay, the line item 10 is over. Now line item number 20. 10 pieces of bulbs LED 20 watts for plant 1111 assigned to GL account and same GL account cost center. Okay, now since we know that the info record exists for the bulbs, use the search help info record for metal group to search for a suitable info record for the short term bulbs or for material group 003 in the info record field of the item overview. Okay, now item 20 is 10 pieces of bulbs LED 20 watt. Okay, item 20, just put here bulbs, BULBs, LBFs, LED 20 watt. Okay, 10 pieces. Okay, what is the plant? 1111, right? 111 assigned to GL account. Again, that is cost center. Item account assembly category K, cost center here. And what is the info record we have to? It is asking to search for the info record for the material group 003, which is bulbs. Of course, we can select that one. So uh, we need to go to that particular column of this one here, info record column here. See, I will show you how to search for the info record for a material group. Just go here and go for the search help F4 in the line item number 20. Okay, then material group 003 for purchase organization 1111. Okay, just start search. Yeah, we have found the info record. We have just now created this info record 5500 ending with 258. Okay, just double click on that one, this info record number, and enter. Now the system will capture the price here from this info record. Okay, enter. Yeah, price is already captured, 65 rupees. 65 rupees. Why it has captured 65 rupees? Because the quantity is 10. Okay, because we have used scales in the info record. If the quantity is within 10 up 1 to 10, then the price is 75 rupees. But if the quantity is from 10 upwards, then the price will be 65. So that is the 65 rupees is captured from the info record for the material group bulbs. Okay, which we have just now created. Okay, now it is going to ask you please enter a delivery date. Okay, delivery date 2 weeks. Again same, enter. Okay, it is asking to enter the cost center for the second line item number 20 here. Okay, so cost center is same 1111, enter. Okay, now everything we have entered. Okay, now we note price will come from the info record for the material group 003 and purchase organization 1111. Okay, which this one we have already seen. Okay, so all our entries are correct. We will click this check button. We will see if there is if our entries are fine or not. Yeah, no messages issued during check. Okay, so everything is fine. We can save and create this purchase order. Click the save button. And note down this purchase order number. Okay, which we are going to create in the document. Okay, standard PO created under the number 4500017869. Note down this purchase order number 17869. Yeah, yeah, 869. Okay, okay. Now this is the PO created. The next we have one more task here, which is the task number 4. Uh, material. There is one more material. MAT 351136 is delivered freight or carriage paid by the vendor 500045 if it is order for plant 1111. Create a corresponding plant specific info record with the following data. Okay, we need to create a info record for this material 351136 for vendor 500045 and plant 1111. Okay, and of course this plant belongs to purchasing organization 1111, and we need to use the data given. Plant delivery time 3 days, purchasing group Z31, standard quantity 100, price is 35 rupees per piece, and pivot text is flange plate 15 for some pump, delivery freight prepaid. Ensure that the info record pivot text, not the material pivot text, is adopted in the purchase orders and other purchasing document. That means we need to maintain this as pivot text in the info record. Okay, now we will create the info record. We will go to SAP. Okay, vendor is 500045. Then material is MAT 351136. 351136. Okay, plant is 1111. 1111. Okay, enter. Okay, we need to enter the purchase. I just showed you without purchasing organization we cannot create a info record. So along with the plant we need to enter the purchasing organization. Okay, we can create without a plant, but without purchasing organization we cannot create. Enter after inputting the purchase organization and plant. Okay, so go to the purchasing organization one page and enter the details as given. Plant delivery time 3 days, purchasing group Z31 3 days, purchasing group Z31, standard quantity 100, then price is 35 rupees each, price is 35 rupees each, and what is given here, we need to maintain some text here, info record text here. Just copy this text here. Okay, and here what we need to do, go to this text here, click this text button. One screen will open in which the info record pivot text we have to maintain. Yeah, here I have copied that text here, just paste here. Okay, flange plate 15 for pump EQ 5321, delivery freight prepaid. Okay, we need to maintain this one. Okay, now why we have maintained this one, because we want this text pivot text to be, this info record text to be printed in the purchase order. Okay, so to make sure that the info record pivot text is printed in the purchase order, what is required, we need to set the no material text indicator in the purchasing organization data in the info record. This we have already seen just now in the theory. Okay, now no material text this we need to set. So go to the purchase organization data, here no material text, here you need to select this one and enter and save this one. Yeah, purchasing info record 53007629 created. Just note on this one, 5300007629. Okay, note on this one, 7629 info record number created. Now we will create a purchase order for this same vendor 500045 with the details for that particular material for which we have just now created an info record, and we will see whether this info record PO text is copied to the purchase order. Okay. Uh, for the vendor 500045, purchase organization 1111, purchasing group Z31, company code 1111. We need 100 pieces of the material, MAT 351136 for plant 1111, delivery date 2 weeks, and which conditions were determined. Check the PO text for the two items, which texts have been adapted in the for the item. Right? For the item. Check the PO text for the item, which text have been adapted in the purchase order. Okay. In the text tab in the item details, we can see the PO text is copied from the info record. Okay. Now we will go to SAP screen and we will create a PO and see if the info record PO text is copied to the purchase order. Okay. I'm in the SAP screen. Okay. Now the vendor is put the 500045. I am in ME21N transaction code. What is the material? MAT 351136. Okay, copy that material number 351136. What is the quantity? Quantity is 100 pieces. 100. Okay. Then before that one, we need to enter the header data. In the header, we need to enter the purchasing organization, purchasing group, and company code. Yeah, put the purchasing organization here. 1111, purchasing group 31, company code 1111. Okay, we have put the material, quantity, delivery date. What is the delivery date here? Delivery date is 2 weeks. Delivery date is 2 weeks. Today is 1st November. Yeah, 15th November, 2 weeks. That's fine. Plant is 1111. Enter. Yeah. So the price is copied from the info record. We had just now created the info record, right? With the price is 35 rupees. So this was the info record we had created. So this price 35 from this info record is already copied here in the purchase order. We can see here. Now we will see the text actually. What is the text here? Okay. Flange plate 15 mm. So here we can go to the text here. In the item details, click the texts. Yeah, we can see that one. The flange plate 15 mm for pump so and so delivery freight prepaid. So this was the text we had maintained in the info record. So same text has been copied to the purchase order and this will go to the vendor also. Okay. Now that is info record PO text is copied to the PO. Okay. That is our settings are fine for info record. So now we will click this check button and save and create the purchase order. Yeah, no messages issued during check. All our entries are fine. We can save and create the purchase order. Click the save button. Now you will get the purchase order number which the system will create. And note down this purchase order number. Yeah, standard PO created under the number 4500178870. 1787. Note down this number 178870. 70. So this is about the sources of supply by using info record, or info records are being used as a sources of supply. That is how to use info records as sources of supply. In the next part, we will see about the contracts, and that is in the second part. In the third part, we will see about the scheduling agreement as sources of supply. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel and please give me your valuable comments and likes so that you will get a notification of my upcoming videos on other topics in MM.